Hey, and welcome once again to Pizza Delivery Stories. This time we're dealing with idiot managers, and I've dealt with a lot of them. I remember this one person who used to own this one pizza shop. He used to leave me in charge and go home and sleep for a little bit and then come back, because usually, the owners would be there all day. So he'd go home, take a nap, and come back. I remember once he did this and said he'll return at 4. Now that night I had a date. The only girlfriend I ever had, really. 4 o'clock rolls around and he doesn't come back. I was scheduled to be off at 5 o'clock. It was about 6 o'clock I call him up. I actually call his house, say, hey, are you coming back? You were supposed to be back at 4. He's like, oh, what time is it? 6? Alright, I'll be there. So he shows up around 7, and at that time we were getting slammed in the middle of a rush. And I'm like, okay, you're here, I'm leaving. And he's like, you're gonna leave us in the middle of this huge rush? And I'm like, dude, I was supposed to be off at 5. I've got a date tonight. And then when I get to where I was going for my date, girlfriend decided she didn't want to go out. Thanks. This person used to take advantage of me all the time and try other ways to take advantage of me. I remember once I was scheduled 9 in the morning till 5 o'clock at night, and he didn't look at the schedule to know when I was supposed to work. And the closing driver, he let off early and made me close. And I'm like, dude, did you not even look at the schedule? He's like, I just take you for granted. And one of the other drivers is like, it's nice to know you're being taken for granted, isn't it? This guy used to also, this was back in the day when we had pagers. Remember pagers? This guy used to want me to get a pager. He wanted me to get a pager, and I'm like, dude, the only 2 people that would actually contact me through a pager would be you and my mom, and I don't want to hear from either one of you. He also tried to get me to move into a crappy apartment across the street from the pizza shop, and I'm like, no, those are shit apartments. I'm not gonna move in there. He's like, oh, I didn't, and he would say, I didn't know they were crap apartments. Bullshit. The only reason he wanted a pager and the only reason he wanted me to move into these crappy apartments across the street is he wanted to take advantage of me. So in cases like, say, he thinks he forgot to lock the shop, he could call me up, not have to come all the way from Broken Arrow up to the shop to check the lock. He could have me real close. I didn't fall for this stuff. I had moved to Tulsa by then, and I kind of stayed away from the shop in my off time. I remember this one manager in Indiana at this pizza shop. There were 3 deliveries. 2 on the same street, approximately 2 or 3 houses from each other. And then there was another one on the 3rd street next to one of the other houses. She had 2 drivers take 3 orders, when one driver could have taken all 3 and made it very easy. It was kind of weird. One of the other drivers pulled up next to me on this delivery, and she's like, why didn't you take this other order? The stupid manager wouldn't let me. Then you have managers just outright lie to you. I remember this one manager who I did not get along with at all because he was an immoral person. He said he took a survey of everybody in the shop and told me I was an angry person. So I started asking people if I was an angry person. He got pissed off and let me off early. And I'm like, dude, don't lie to me. I can find out. I know there are ways to find out this stuff. This person actually, here's what this manager did. Somebody ordered a pizza with a credit card. What this guy did is he made the order to where it was free, no charge, but still charged him with a credit card. So I get this slip and there's, you know, it's a free order, I'm thinking. So I go to the house and they pay for the credit card. They sign the credit card slip and stuff. You know, I'm like, oh, this is free. And they're like, no, this credit card, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, what the hell? I told this manager about this. He's like, and went back to making his cheese sticks. Had this deer in the headlights look. I'm not stupid. I knew what was going on. He was stealing from the company. I mean, he was dishonest with the employees. He once concocted a contest where somebody who sold the most 16-inch pizzas would get free movie tickets. He never kept up with the contest. Nobody ever got tickets. He conveniently lost count. Come on, he wouldn't spend any money for movie tickets or anything like that for us because he was cheap. He didn't care about other people, just himself and his own numbers. Of course, this guy didn't get fired for the credit card thing because he was buddy-buddy with the district manager, who is also an idiot. This district manager used to have a white Cadillac, okay? He once went home. He left his white Cadillac running, and this is a new Cadillac. He left this car running so he can go inside to take a shower. He goes inside, takes a shower, comes out. Gee, what do you know? The Cadillac's gone. Somebody stole it. But they eventually recovered the Cadillac. There was some damage to it. They fixed the Cadillac. Next time I saw this district manager, guess what? He had parked in front of the pizza shop and left his Cadillac running. I was this close from hopping in the car, pulling it around to the side of the building, and then asking him where his car was. That's the joke we used to have with this guy. Where's your car? Can't find your Cadillac. Where's your Cadillac? Anyways, these are some of the idiot managers I've dealt with while delivering pizza. What kind of idiot managers have you dealt with in your line of work? Leave me a video response, comment, whatever. Bye for now.